Hello and welcome to another episode with me, Shadow is in Shadow Up. Today, this is the third episode and I'm recording it on 28th of August 2018. And this is just a binge record because I have other things happening which would keep me busy. I'll be reviewing MLP made by Hasbro, MLP Friendship is Magic, episode 24 from season 8. And it is written by John Harper. Okay, this will be interesting. Basically, it is, to give synopsis, because I could tell, basically a strange dragon that crashes into Ponyfield that claims to be Spike's dad, and then turns out he's not, and yada yada yada. Let's say he is possibly Spike's father, so that I would spoil it. I could, but that'll be the later part of the story. Yeah, so it's Smolder is one of the youngsters, is actually the main character, but to be fair, it is for dragons. Smolder is, I feel like in Ponyfield, Smolder is the queen of dragon culture because she's know a lot of them. Wow, some strange dragon crash and made up story. Throughout, you can tell somewhat he is actually lying, but I'm not going to talk about it that much. Yeah, okay. This more or less secures the point that dragons are, well, some dragons still is more of a poopy butt, to leave it PG. Well, Smolder is actually pretty useful, and Spike is learning from a wrong person. You could tell because he blinked and acted, and eventually, in the end, But oh yeah, I forgot spoilers. But oh well, most of my podcast is spoilers from the recording date. And this was released in US, hopefully, unless after this recording there are some issues. September 2nd in Australia and 29th? Somewhat. 29th, I think. I got no idea. I think it is somewhere in early October. Sorry for that cut. This is one of the shortest podcasts because I'm pretty much haven't eaten dinner. That's another story. But continuing, in the some things I feel like it's not good. But okay. But I'm just ranting at this point. So let's head to positives and negatives. And maybe overall, but I haven't included that for the past 2 podcasts. But if you want to hear more, yeah. Okay, the positives. We sort of get a possible father's backstory, which I'm not going to spoil anything. Another thing is we get more of a backstory and idea from Smolder. I wonder. I think. Okay, I'm gonna double check later in the episode. But yeah, we have when throughout the episode the stranger dragon have to make us sympathize with him as he is acting it out. But eventually you can work out a piece of like his eye winking and some other stuff to show that he is not truthful, which is predictable, but it's purposefully predictable, I feel like, which is pretty interesting. But the negative is this is more or less a filler. Some fillers is actually good for the story to read, but for this one it's pretty much it's just there. The only thing that actually gives is more of Spike's backstory, but Spike wing learning, Smolder's backstory, and yeah, pretty much that's it. I'm still looking for it. Pretty. Okay. Oh, this is intro. Okay. it's pretty interesting, and well, we see some ideas that is even actually dark. Like, well, oh, this is more of a symbolic thing which I'm aware of. Sleeping outside is not actually a good thing. In Spike's case, Smolder actually directly tell him, "Oh, he's just acting like a servant," which is actually a good point. I'm going through a rant currently, but in the olden days, olden days of 1960s, there's segregation and stuff. It shows that when even king and queens, they stay in the best of the best, while this low class, to put it, actually were forced outside into more dangerous places, or just in Spike's instance, just outside in the cold without pillow, and treats him like a second class citizen, to put it. But I'm going to rant for a bit, but I'm going to stop for now. So yeah, here. So I could rant about this episode for a bit longer, which I'm not willing to. So, this is an okay episode. I'm not saying this is the best. It's worse. It's pretty bad compared to the previous two, which actually did really well. And this is not a good set for the last two episodes. Like last season, it's really good. Season 1 to the Grand Galloping Gala, they build up so much. Magical Mystery Curse, I'm not going to that area because of arguments and stuff. I could, but okay. So it would sum it up. It is an okay episode. If you want some fillers, this is the episode. And if you're a Smolder fan, look into this episode. It's actually really pretty interesting, because Smolder throughout the season 8, I feel like have the most development. Osiris have a few, but it's pretty obvious. Yonap's Gallus actually does have a really good strong, because of the heartwarming episode, which spoilers, Gallus did it, and he turned as the Griffins is idiots, as in Griffin kinds, because they do not include him and stuff, which I'm not gonna explain because of reasons. And I'm thinking, anyone? Oh yeah, Sandbar. Well, he's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna explain into him because he's more of a pony to represent ponies, but and the downside is he doesn't show that much, other than he's intelligent at pony stuff. Okay, Silverstream is currently not much other than, well, mostly one noted, which is upsetting. I was hoping Hippogriff would give it more. Either way, to sum it up, it's pretty good. I might be repeating, but before I head off, I would say the next episode would be the first part of School Race, which I would hopefully record tomorrow or the day after or something. I'm not sure. And I would give a rating for episodes because this is more of a discussion in my opinion. So I would give this, yeah. So if you like this episode or podcast, hit that like button, subscribe, follow, or possibly because I forgot about that. Like that, comment. If any improvement too, please comment. And what's your thoughts on this episode? Okay, Father's No Beast. Which comments below. I'm making it raw because I don't have time to knock stuff out, and the main reason is I actually have a lot of upcoming school too, and I decided to cut down the production time. I would just record it raw, and then yeah. Either way, I hope you like this. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell button, follow, and I think that should be it. And I see you later at the next podcast. Shadow Wizard out.